Hey guys, welcome to day 3 of Toku Week. I'm your host of Frozen Stratos. Here with me today we have
the Cinder Blaze
and Makotoa.
Boys, welcome back. On today's episode, we are going to be getting through the rest of our backlog of Kyuranger. First up on the chopping block is Kyuranger High School Wars. This was a lot of fun. Boys, what did you think about this?
This was a lot of fun.
Great. Alex, what did you think about this?
This was a lot of fun.
Great. Anyways, guys, I think that just about it. No, I just all of the weird, quirky acting that I think we see in Kyuranger is just kicked up to 10 here, or rather kicked up to 9 here. And yeah, no, I loved it. It just felt like they were having fun. And originally Alex and we didn't watch this before episode of Stinger. So we were really confused as to why they were all in high school uniforms beforehand. And now we know.
Yeah. Like I had a lot of bias going into this episode. Like, despite how much I love like the first part where they're giving a show like all this shit for like stacking the Q-Tama.
That was so good. I love how they even they went ahead and broke the fourth wall with the whole like, well, budgeting or something like that.
I know, it was like something the producers asked for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Production stuff.
Yeah. That was hilarious. But when he did the chance the first time and it was like all the suited characters, and I was like, wow, we actually have like an entire team with those guys. I don't think that's ever happened before. And like they would never get like or they've never really gotten much character development like compared to the the human actors. I was like, all right, this is good. But last time I checked with the promos, they were all the human characters, and it wouldn't make sense for these guys to have all the action. And Lucky was all like, no, I need my screen time. And he's like, ah.
Yeah,
and then they pinata'd Show into giving them their Q-Tama back.
Yeah. Pretty much.
I don't know why Garu was on.
I feel bad for Raptor. Mostly for Raptor, because she was like, oh, I wanted to try on a school uniform. And you know what? Yeah, I wanted you to try on a school uniform.
I mean, Show was looking out for her and all the other underdeveloped teammates. But nah. The oppressive humans had to have their way.
No, but I feel like the strongest
we've never in the show. Yeah, we have never seen.
It came from Naga.
The entire crew of non-humans doing
because you still get like we had so many weird sounds coming out of Stinger over the course of these episodes.
Oh my gosh, I loved every moment of that.
Yeah, and then Spada, he was just being Spada.
Spada was being Spada until like that one point at the end when he did one of those blood-curdling screams.
He did one of the what?
I've mentioned this before, Michael, but every piece of dialogue he has is a blood-curdling scream. Like, it actually annoyed me in this episode, and it was like a gag episode. And like, I can't believe like Spada was actually pissing me off because it's just like he's showing off how bad of a character he is. He's like not a human. He just makes cooking references 24/7.
Yeah.
Like there is no other depth to his character besides food.
There really isn't. There really isn't. I think freaking the wow, I'm blanking again. No, I can't remember. Okay, never mind.
Is it one of the other underdeveloped Kyurangers? Because
I was thinking Black actually has more development than Spada.
Well, like his little quirk isn't as intrusive, you know? Like,
Well,
even though he's like all for
whole...
like justice and all that stuff, it doesn't really come off as like this super outlandish personality that's a personality for personality's sake.
Well,
and like Champ is just a robot.
Professor Anton stuff though. He actually had legit backstory.
Yeah.
What did Spada get? Nothing.
Yeah.
He got to cook a few times.
Yeah.
Cook yeah.
He got a new hat.
Multiple times.
Yeah, that was his development for this entire short. It's like, I'm glad to switch hats because I'm.
He got a new hat in
school.
this too.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's what we were referencing.
Oh, in this episode? I thought you were talking about in the show in general because it happened a lot.
No, I
don't think any of us noticed.
He made a point of it. He made a point of it this time. He's like, I need a new hat for school.
Yeah.
And then he puts a new one on.
Oh my god.
Oh
yeah, Alex, I heard you like that finisher.
Oh, what? Why are we like skipping to the very end?
Yeah, we got to talk about how Hammy was slapping them all in the face.
That was also very
like
annoying.
I thought that was I saw that happen once in like a compilation of GIFs.
Yep, same.
Or GIFs, whatever you want to call it. But I saw that and I was like, oh, okay, that must only happen once. And then it happened all of the time.
It happened like 3 or 4 times.
And there are only 3 or 4 episodes, so it happened all of the time.
Yeah, and then and then I just the one most distinct for me was like I think the second time that freaking rap. Wow, I can't do this right now, you guys. My head hurts. I'm not feeling well, but Orange. I'll just call him Orange because for the life of me, Stinger. He gets slapped and he falls over. You actually see it happen in one of the slaps. And I was like, oh shoot, he's really putting in the moment for that. So did a bunch of the other characters too, but
yeah, like the actor for Stinger is pretty damn weird, and it kind of shows through.
Yeah, I know.
He does
and
things
like
these.
And the director does nothing about it. He just lets him do his thing.
yeah.
For better or for worse, it just happens. And I have a feeling like even in ADR, right, when they're adding the voices back in, because obviously they don't have mics on them in the scene. They're just like, oh, I see you're doing stuff back there. Just make like weird moaning or grunt sounds. Just, channel whatever it was going on over there again. So they're like, the director doesn't do anything about it, and then the voice direction is actively aware of it and wants to bring it to the forefront.
You guys remember the part where like there was one more painter that was needed, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like, did you see him, Stinger, in the background when they were
yes.
Oh, wow, how freaking cool! It's that one guy, and like Hammy's going crazy, but freaking gosh, I'm about to say Raptor, but Stinger over here is just like he's gonna die. He's just seen his dead brother come back to life, and he's like about to kill it,
Yeah,
I think it got worse during like the not the trivia one, but when they had to like guess all the constellations. And like Kocho was like trying to guess the last few, and he's just like choking.
He's like floundering over there, like a fish out of water. Yeah.
Yeah.
he usually it's Spada who steals like the background, like random facial expressions, but this time it was definitely Stinger.
It was all Stinger.
Stinger was doing it this episode, putting it.
Yeah, and
one
of my favorite.
Sorry.
Go for it. All
right, okay. Yeah, so despite how much I liked Stinger in this short, Naga also sold every bit of screen time he had, like surprisingly so. Like Naga's always good, but like he had a bit more sass.
I should have no problems with mind control.
Oh my god!
He has like the most troll face ever. Like I love the dude.
Oh my gosh, the moment when like after he drew the like pop star dude or whatever, and the pop star was like, no one ever has drawn me so beautifully before, and it was this like really awkward sexual tension going on, and they drew it out forever.
Thank you.
Yeah. Use this.
Yeah. Man, that was great. That was just good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Now, no, we're at the end, right? Unless we want to talk about the other main character in this episode or these few episodes. The rearing the ugly head of budgetary constraints. Because I felt it.
I mean, this was technically all one episode, so of course.
Yeah, no, it definitely felt like one episode, but it also felt like, hey, we have to make, with one episode's budget, we need to make 4 mini episodes, and then make those equally, like, they could all easily be strung together, but it was the one suit that they, or head and gloves that they kept reusing.
Yeah.
It was pretty funny.
There were a few moments that I swear they must have ad-libbed, because it was just so...
you can't write Stinger's lines.
Like, remember all the times they were naming off the constellations and you just kind of saw them do these different cuts and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, the actors really got to just do whatever they wanted. Like you were saying.
Yeah, no, like, they needed, like... zero, like, they needed to do this with the least amount of budget they could. And if they needed to save time on writing out an actual script and just giving them a list and giving it to the actors, yeah, that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah, that was a funny waste of time.
Here's a list, make it interesting, go.
When they start relying on Coda and freaking Stinger is like
I guess we're going back full circle.
Yeah. All right, and now we're at the end. Alex, what do you think about that ending fight?
That was the budget right there. Lucky's finisher was literally the money shot of this entire series. It was glorious. Like, hands down, probably the best finisher in the entire series. Like, Kyuranger as a whole. It was just so good.
When he pulled, like, when they were pulling out, like, the random, like, instruments, and they just kind of toss them to the side, and then when Lucky pulled out the one with the chalk, and he was holding it with his white glove, for a second, I thought he was giving the finger to the audience. I had to take a second look, and it's like, oh no, that's just the chalk sticking out.
Yeah. But no, that was, all in all, that was great. This feels like the filler episode we wanted, in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Like, we sort of felt like we needed a bit of filler.
It's like, because this wasn't something that was happening, you know, as a main episode. It's a lot more
it was extra
for us to be like, oh, this is fine being filler. Whereas in the moment, we were always like, okay, when's it going to be Hammy's focus episode? Or when's it going to be so-and-so's focus episode? So because, like, now we already know that it's too late and there's never going to be anything, like, I think we can definitely, you know, swallow this filler a lot more easily without thinking, why is this not, like, character development?
Michael, it's still not too late, because next week we have one more episode for the entire series.
Right.
Will they devote that to filler? They probably might.
Did you just say next week? Technically, by the time of this recording, it's already happened, sir.
That's true.
Well.
Yeah. Anyways, guys, I think that just about does it for us. Anything else left?
No.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. That means we're at the end of day 3 of Toku Week. Join us tomorrow for day 4, where we review the Kyuranger summer movie. And boy, do I have words for that movie. Anyways, guys, if you like this episode, hit that like button and subscribe to get the rest of Toku Week as we build up to the premiere of Lupin Ranger versus Pato Ranger. Guys, keep it juicy.
Okay. See ya.
Later.